we're sitting here with Mike Clark, also known as Scum Diesel. And what's on my mind is, Mike, how did yesterday's events transpire?
Well, started out, I was at my brother's house working out in the middle of the 90-degree temperatures, which is the normal thing for me. And I wanted to hang out with Shane, so I was asking everybody, hey, get a hold of Shane, and nobody was getting a hold of me. And all of a sudden, Ryan texted me, he was like, hey, I'm coming to scoop you up. And I was like, hey, do you know where I am? He's like, I'm coming to scoop you up. And I'm like, okay, you don't know where I am. I'm at Jeremy's house. Anyway, we go and we pick up Shane. He amazingly answered his door. We go to Ramblers, we start drinking, we get a few pictures in us, and somehow the subject of Camden County comes up. So, the whole fan club thing and blah, 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 and I was like, it's the last second thing, there's nothing planned, but I can try to make something go down for tonight. So I send a girl a text, and apparently there was some good plans going on. It was supposed to be me, Ryan, Anton, going down to Camden, meeting this girl named that name, and two other girls named Cassie and Amy. We get there. First thing I notice is Cassie.
We get there, Mike, right?
Yeah.
And what happens when we get there?
We get there, we pull up, and the first thing I notice is Cassie and Amy are there. So I talk to girl number one. I'm like, so what's up with Cassie and Amy? She was like, oh, well, they went down the street to drink. They're not old enough to get into the bar that we're going to. And I was like, wow, how old are these girls? She's like, oh, 17 and 20. I was like, oh, man.
So we're 30. What does that mean?
Either way, it sucks because they can't go to the bar with us. I didn't want to go to the bar, period. I just wanted to sit there and drink, fuck. Yeah, my boys have a good time, but needless to say, that didn't happen because we went to this lame-ass fucking bar called Jay's British Pub in downtown St. Mary's.
What happened when we got to said bar?
All kinds of things happened when we got to said bar.
Mainly.
Oh. We had to change shirts because, as you can see, we're dressed kind of scummy.
You can't go into a nigger bar without
a
full shirt on.
You can't go into a nigger bar, apparently, without wearing sleeves. Doesn't matter that you have cut-off pants on, but you have to have sleeves. So we put sleeves on and proceeded to go in this bar. Mike doesn't have an ID, so Mike has to pay the doorman to get inside. That's how my night at the bar started. We go in, we order some drinks, and these little bit of drinks that we ordered somehow totaled Mike $42. So $42 goes out of Mike's pocket. Somehow.
Next question.
Next question is as follows. What happened when we left the bar? The thing that we were at, whatever you want to call it.
The bar?
The niggerdom.
Alright, well, we left the niggerdom, a.k.a. Jay's British Pub, downtown St. Mary's. I don't recommend checking it out. When we left there, we go back to her house, and by this time, Cassie and Amy were supposed to be back at the house, because those were the text messages that I got while we were in the bar. We get there, and they are yet to be found. So I'm like, what's up, girl number one? Why is Cassie and Amy still not here? She's like, oh, they're still down the street drinking, blah, blah, blah. So, from there, we go into the house. Me, girl number one, and Josh go back to her bedroom.
Who is Josh?
The guy we were with.
Who is?
She asked Josh, we proceed to do
Not
something
Josh
that I'm not going to say on camera. And then she asked Josh to step out of the room. When Josh steps out of the room, I proceed to get fellatio. just like boom, I'm getting fellatio. It's like, you know, didn't ask for it. It was just like bam, bam, and it's happening. While this is going on, she proceeds to tell me that she needs to go pick up Matt.
Who is Matt?
Matt is her ex-boyfriend, who is a friend of mine, who is also a friend of my ex-girlfriend. And the story will proceed to get deeper from there, but I'm pretty sure we're about out of time on this tape.
I don't know, it's at 3:48.
So, next question. We get back to the house. She's got to go pick up Matt. Then what happens?
Right. We're in the car. We're going to pick up Matt, her ex-boyfriend. We're kissing, making out. I'm finger fucking her all the way to go pick up her fucking
How many
boyfriend.
fingers?
Oh, everything.
The claw.
Everything but the thumb.
So you gave her the claw.
According to Ron, I gave her the claw. Not quite the kiss. But
What is the call, Ryan?
yeah, that's
When you get
exactly.
inside, you do that.
Yep, that's exactly what I did. And it was awesome. She loved it. So, he's waiting outside on the side of the road. We're pulling up as I'm pulling my claw out. And I get out the car. He's trying to get in the back seat. I was like, no, bro, you can sit in the front.
So what you're saying is you gave up the front seat
To
to allow another dude to be in the front seat.
Story behind it.
Well,
Please elaborate.
elaborate.
The
Exactly.
guy that I know who knows my ex-girlfriend, I'm incognito. By the way,
Where were you at?
she's
Where were you at, actually?
Point Peter,
No. What county were you in?
Camden,
Oh,
No,
come
no.
on. You say Camden now.
Yeah, what county were you in?
Camden County.
What county were you in?
Camden County.
No, say it the right way.
I'm trying.
We already got it on film, right? We already got it on film.
No, he's going to edit it. Say Camden. God damn it. Thank you.
Camden. We're in Camden County, a.k.a. Camden County.
And Anton, what was your take on what he said about tandem earlier?
He was tandeming up with her ex-boyfriend.
Now, as follows. Next question, Mike. So, then what happened? After you went to pick up said dude,
We get back to the house. Said girls are still not at the house.
I promised, but to who?
To them. Anton's mad.
No beer.
She wants to go down the street to drink, which is where Cassie and Amy and everybody else was at. We were out of alcohol. They had alcohol, so I was like, okay, I'm going there.
And Anton's in the bushes.
Tried to get Anton to go with me, but he wouldn't.
I was asleep.
We went
I was in
there,
the bushes.
drank through some bottles of early Toms. You know, it's a pretty good Tom. I had to listen to country music and watch a bunch of naked dudes wrestle with each other and tap each other out.
They were naked?
You didn't show him what was up, mate?
I thought about it. I wanted to because I kept seeing holes in their game. But I was so drunk that I was scared that I would puke on them if I started rolling with them, so I didn't. And plus, there was girls there, so I was in girl mode.
Well, how many girls as opposed to how many dudes? This is the important part of the
equation. It was like 8 girls and like 4 dudes there.
But last night, you said they were all up with other guys.
I'm the one interviewing this man right now. How old? I mean, if you had to give it a vast age group of these 4
I
girls.
only knew 3 of the girls, so I can only
So,
tell them their age.
17 to what?
Girl number A is 23.
No, the 4 girls.
Cassie is 17. Amy is 20. The other girls I didn't know, so I didn't ask them how old they were.
Was any one of these girls 35 years old?
They looked like they could have been in their 30s. But,
Director's note.
But
30-year-old girls is something that we don't do.
Somehow
wait. Next question. So, Mike, apparently you came back to the house.
Well,
And then,
Skipping some of it.
okay, well, elaborate on that.
I'm on the roof of this house, drinking some early songs.
The roof?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
We were on the roof. I was hanging out with girl A and her ex-boyfriend, who apparently I guess is still her boyfriend, was downstairs on the ground. And we were making out, you know, up on the roof while her ex-boyfriend that she just picked up is down there. And all of a sudden, my ex-girlfriend starts calling me.
Who is your ex-girlfriend?
That's girl number D.
We'll just say she's girl.
Is that Abby?
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and say she's calling Abby.
Alright,
So I'm ignoring the
Abby's
phone
calling
calls. She sends me a text saying, I know you're in Camden. Don't try to act like you're not. I know exactly where you're at.
Where is Camden?
It's in the southernmost region, a part of southeast Georgia.
It's also known as the armpit of the South.
Yes. It's a
AKA
great
Camden.
place.
Camden.
So I'm freaking out, and I'm like, hey, Nikki, did you tell her I was in town?
Who?
I mean, girl, hey, did you tell her I was in town? Because how the fuck does she know that I'm in town?
So therefore, what you're saying is that there was some leakage in your clique somehow.
Yes, definitely leakage.
So therefore, what you're saying is there's all this mess going on at the house down the road from where we were at.
Yes.
At Point Peter.
That's where the mess started.
We were at Point Peter, correct?
Mm-hmm. We're in somewhere in Point Peter.
Now, Clarence Boddicker goes to sleep on the couch.
Yes.
Anton's trying to pay Josh $30 to come get him.
Yes. Anton's mad. He's pissed.